call you D online.
Yeah.
Okay, and I was just telling you when I came up here, I was like, you're so pretty. Look at you. Your skin is healthy. Your teeth is nice. I don't like women and nothing. I'm straight. I got a husband. But, I love to give Black women their props, when they're doing their thing. And I was just like, and you got what, 4? Is it 3, 4 kids? 3?
I have 4 kids, yeah.
4 kids. See, I had 2 and they done took me down.
I'm getting taken down now.
Listen, I saw you go viral, and the Neighborhood Talk posted a very interesting story. Now, apparently, I don't want to, because I was looking for the story, and it looks like you maybe took it off your profile. Do you know what story?
It's just like one of the very first posts. I don't talk about it a lot.
No, explain that post, because it especially the title, because when I saw it, I was like, huh?
Yeah, so when I first posted about it 2 years ago, well, like 2-3 years ago, I just stated that one of my babies was like a week older than the other 2. So
okay.
I think a week or 2 ago, whenever I had made the video, someone had asked me to explain the superfetation in my pregnancy. So I did, and basically I ovulated twice. At 2 different times though, and I got pregnant twice within that same pregnancy.
So okay, break that down. So basically, so you had 2 babies at the same time, or 3?
3.
But they were so the triplets that you got that we see on the page were absolutely beautiful. We're not gonna put their pictures up because we just don't put children out,
Right.
But so they were all conceived during the same week, but not at the same time.
Right, correct. And
it's called superfetation.
Yes.
And you're like the only person that this has happened to in the world?
No, I'm not the first. I'm probably not the last either. It is rare, but it does happen.
Okay, break down the calendar and the menstrual cycle and how this works, because that's scary.
Yeah, so the most craziest thing is, I don't talk about this a lot either, but I'll say it because I don't really care. But I get my menstrual cycle 2 to 3 times a month. I've always been that way. So I get my period 2 or 3 times every single month. It's crazy. So me and my fiance were planning for a baby back in 2020 because there was nothing else to do but make babies.
Okay.
So I had my period, and I think after that I was supposed to, have sex and, try for a baby. So we did that. And I got pregnant, but after I took my pregnancy test, I did get another period, and we were still having sex.
My mama used to say that you could be pregnant and still get a period.
Yeah, but that was my last period though. But it was just weird how I got a period after I was already pregnant. But so after that we were still having sex and whatnot, and end up getting pregnant again. But so
during the second period, so you had the first period, you got pregnant, and then you tested positive, saying that you were pregnant, and then you got your period again after you tested positive that you was pregnant. I mean that you was pregnant, and then you got pregnant again during that period.
Yeah. Yes. So everything was happening early on because, like I said, we were planning this, so I was on top of everything. So I got an ultrasound very, very fast in the beginning. And there was one baby. We did a vaginal ultrasound, so it wasn't the one on top of my stomach because they couldn't see anything. So we did a vaginal ultrasound, and there was one sac, there was one baby, and then I think it was about 2 weeks later, I went to the ER because I was in a lot of pain. I thought I was having a miscarriage, but there was 2 more babies at the ultrasound. So.
What did your husband say? First of all, what was your reaction when you saw 3 babies in your stomach?
I was honestly devastated because I'm very busy, and I was planning on doing 1 baby. At the time I couldn't see myself with 3 kids. Going from 0 to 3, it's hard to process. So initially I was honestly very devastated. What the heck am I about to do? But after that, we were fine. My fiance.
What about your husband? Yeah, your fiance. Yeah.
It took him about a day to process it. He was in shock too. it was really real for us. But after the initial shock and things like that, we were fine. We were very excited.
And you were doing no IVF, no hormone pills, no tracking trying to get pregnant. It was a natural, I'm gonna get pregnant. That's it during COVID.
Yes. Yep.
So you
All
the
that.
type of woman you can breathe on and just be pregnant. Somebody can breathe on
Yeah,
you and you.
yeah. I'm very fertile. So, and the doctors did tell me that it could happen again. So, I'm just very
Which means
careful now.
you could do it again, like because you're the way your cycle comes.
Yes.
What are you doing to prevent that? Is your husband, does your fiance have a vasectomy? I mean, because y'all got 4 kids now.
No, right now I'm just using prayers, hopefully. But we did talk about that too. He's going to get a vasectomy sometime soon, but right now I'm just using prayers.
You can't pray sperm. I mean, the only way you keep sperm away is if he don't come in you, baby. Like you can't pray that away. You just got to say, put it over there.
Yeah,
You need a
right.
prayer. Yeah, that is insane. Now, does triplets and twins and stuff run in your family?
No, not on neither side. This is the first. So yeah, it's pretty new to us.
And it's called superfetation.
Yes.
I would be you on your way to be an octo mom. Keep playing.
I know. I was thinking that too a couple of days ago.
You work out like you keep playing. Now, have you been approached by like any reality TV or anything by sharing your life? Because you're very open with this on your social media. Like I said, the kids
Yeah.
are absolutely adorable. I like how you dress them the same. My mom used to do that to us, even though we were 2 years apart. But it was like, oh, they really truly little girls. Like that's so dope.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, so we did get approached by a TV show, maybe like it was like 3 years ago when I first came out with it, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't think we got casted for it because they never reached out back to us. But yeah, I've always did want to do like TV and stuff like that. I'm just waiting for opportunity. So whenever it comes.
So, if they said, "Hey, we're gonna need you to do this again," with again to show it on the cameras, would you do it?
No, not like the whole pregnancy. No,
Yeah.
I'm
How
done.
was how was your pregnancy? Like my sister just had twins, and it was horrible on her. How was
Oh,
it with 3 babies?
yeah, it was cool. I was getting kicked around like in different places in my belly all the time. That was a nice experience. My pregnancy itself, I mean, I was sick a lot in the beginning, just like the throwing up, morning sickness. That was like the only bad part. But other than that, I had a good pregnancy. The girls were healthy. It didn't get bad till like the end. When I was like 26 weeks and stuff, I couldn't really walk. It was just getting so heavy. It was just so
I was
much.
gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. So I was in a wheelchair for those last like few months of the pregnancy.
Oh, I know you was in pain,
Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of pain.
especially on your pelvis. You probably peed all day and all night, didn't you?
Yeah, yep, I did.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So as far as like support, do you guys, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, like what is your medium like income in your household? Like do you go from 0 to 1,000? Like with kids, like did you guys have to work some extra? Did your husband have to go get more jobs? Like what were you
No.
making?
No, so before we had kids, we both were entrepreneurs. My fiance, he's a photographer, and then I'm a
Okay.
hairstylist. So we've always did pretty well for ourselves, and that was important to me. Before we had kids, was that our income was stable and enough because it's very expensive. So
Yeah.
but we don't have to like get any extra jobs, anything like that. Our businesses take really good care of us, so we're pretty good.
That's amazing because most people I would be getting every single benefit that I can from the damn state. All these taxes I paid into it. Do you get Medicaid or Medicare anything, or do you actually pay for their health insurance and stuff? There ain't
Um,
nothing wrong if you do, girl, for real.
Oh no, I used to, but they kicked me off, so I don't get
Are
it
you
anymore.
serious?
Yeah.
They said you made too much money,
Yeah, yep. Unfortunately.
but they pay for them babies to be delivered, right?
Right. Yeah, they did
Yes.
for that.
I love it. I know. I was pregnant in 2019. No, my son was born in 2019, so 2018 I got pregnant. And I had Blue Cross Blue Shield, but when I went to my first doctor's appointment, they just automatically submitted me for Medicaid. And I
Oh,
didn't say shit. And then when
yeah.
it came, like I was like 6 months now, I'm using the Medicaid. They was like, we're gonna drop you from Blue Cross Blue Shield if you continue to use this. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
I had to go down and sit at the defect office and wait for my number to be called. And people was like, Tasha, can you down here? Damn right. I sure was.
Right?
I was in the waiting room with everybody, just waiting on my number to be called for my benefit. Because
I
they was gonna give me food stamps and all that stuff, and I was gonna take it. I was like, should I ain't saying nothing? Absolutely not. Did you get
right.
food stamps and stuff? Did they ever give you any assistance to kind of help you out when the babies came? Because that's Similac and shit is
I did for a little while, but no, they cut me off. Like it was very quick, like a month or two, but they cut me off. So
now. Did you nurse the babies?
yeah, I breastfed for 3 months.
Okay, and then it was probably too much on your body.
Yeah, it was way too much. And plus I was, I had my business and it was just a lot. I wasn't getting no sleep at all because it's like by the time I got done breastfeeding the third baby, it was time to start again with the first one. So yeah, it was a lot.
Oh my God, bless your little heart. Like you probably didn't get no sleep.
Well,
Now
at
how
least in the daytime, no sleep, no.
now it's 4, right? Now hold on, let me make sure I got it right. So no, it's 3 kids.
I
It's 3.
have 4 in total now. Yeah.
So you went on and had another baby.
Yes. On accident, but he's amazing. So
How soon after did you get pregnant after you had your twins? Don't tell
um
me you was fucking during that 6 week no fucking
oh
Zoom.
no, I wouldn't. No, I was way too scared. But it was 14 months after I gave birth. So it was a while.
And you didn't plan that.
No, that was a surprise.
Okay. And what's your husband say at the time, your fiance?
He was surprised too. It was a lot going on at that time, so we were not necessarily ready for it, but we just, we did it.
You remind me of that woman in I think it was West Africa. She was Malian. And how many babies did she? I think she just gave birth to. Was it 7 babies? The
I
woman
think
in
that's
Mali. You know who I'm talking about? How many babies did she give birth to? It was 7, or I think it was 7 to 8 babies at the same time, naturally conceived.
that's crazy. Wow. Woo.
Malian woman, and all the babies came out healthy, no learning disabilities, no nothing.
That's awesome.
African woman, African man. That's insane.
Yeah.
In the government, I would think as much as they trying to, it was 9 babies at once, and she was Malian, no IVF, no nothing, just straight implantation. Her husband just shot him in, like,
Sheesh. Oh my
yeah,
God. That's
yeah.
crazy.
I know. And then I think they ended up flying her somewhere in North Africa, if I'm not mistaken, to take care of her. But the state had came in and basically helped her with everything because it was incredible to see that, and to make sure that she was healthy because, that could take you out, growing that many lives at once.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot. That's
Do you know
good
what's
though.
crazy is that, when they see someone, I would think our government, when they see someone who's as fertile as you, and, they're so anti-abortion now that they would be willing to help you regardless of whether or not you can afford the help because, you're having that many babies at once. And it's kind of the reason why people don't want to have as many babies is because they don't get the help. And I think if
Yeah.
the state stepped in more to help, people would be more, inclined to give birth. I know I would.
Yeah, right. And it's a lot of money, taking care of kids, diapers, wipes, the food, and even especially right now with like inflation and how the economy is changing for the worse,
Mhm.
people need as much help as they can get. So I agree.
Yeah.
They should step up with that for
What's your
sure.
grocery bill like?
Oh, it's a lot. And it's getting higher now too because of inflation. I usually spend about 1,500 a month with groceries, sometimes more. Yeah, the kids eat a lot, so yeah, it gets
Yeah.
expensive. Plus takeout if we like do takeout one day. Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
And you cook every day?
No, not every day. Probably like every other day I'll cook.
And you cook enough to last until you get to the other day?
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, girl. Like you're and the fact that y'all still have time to make babies and you still have time because I look at your videos to look beautiful and take care of yourself. Most women got one baby and can't find that time.
Yeah, I know. I really try to prioritize myself. Even having kids, I wake up before them so that way I can get myself together.
Mhm.
I don't want to, just be all about my kids and forget about me because I'm a person too. So it's really important to me to keep myself together too.
Now, how many hours do you get up before them? Like, do you give yourself like 2 hours? Do you work out, get up? What is your day like?
Yeah, so I get up around usually like 4 in the morning now. It used to be 3:30. I would wake up, get up, pray, meditate, and then work out. Come home, get them ready and stuff like that, and then you know go about the
And
day.
so your bedtime is what, 7 p.m.?
No, no, because after I go to sleep, I have my time to myself, or with my
Okay.
fiance, and I have my business too. So I'll do business stuff afterwards. So I usually go to bed around like 11 or 12. So I don't get too
You
much.
functioning on 4 hours of sleep every night.
Yeah, yeah, I am. I'm not crazy yet, so it's working.
Do you have family that help you? I'm asking you all this because some women, I'm telling you, they don't know how to manage and balance time like me.
Yeah, so I mean, like on a daily
One
basis.
baby at a time. One baby at
Yeah,
a
I know,
time.
right? It's a lot, one or four, but on a
Yeah.
daily basis, it's just me and him that takes care of the kids. His mom and family will help sometimes if we have to like go somewhere or something like that, and then we also do keep a full-time nanny that lives with us. So that's another thing too.
Oh shit. That's some G shit right there. So she so you made time like a carve out in a budget for a nanny.
Yeah, it was. Oh yes, we needed it so bad.
My sister, I'm gonna send her this interview because like she got
Yeah,
a set of twins and and they're so hyper. And her house is always in disarray and in chaos. And she's like, Tasha, I can't find myself. Like,
yeah. I
I'll
get it.
never forget. She called me and I'm like, it's quiet in the house. Where the kids? She said, I gave them mandatory quiet time during the day. Do you do
Yeah.
that?
Oh yeah, yeah. Nap time. From they usually nap from about 1 to 3 or 3:30, and quiet,
So
peaceful.
you got them on a schedule, like a tight schedule.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You have to with all these kids.
Damn, damn. I love it. I love the organization. Now, what's your diet like? Do you eat pretty healthy and stuff? Do you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I eat pretty healthy. I don't really eat like pork and too much beef. I'll eat beef here and there, but for the most
Mhm.
part, lots of vegetables and fruits and just like chicken, turkey, fish. And then my
Okay.
kids, they don't like meat too much, so they're just pretty much all fruits and vegetables for the most part. Sometimes they'll eat meat, but they really don't like it really.
That's good. That's good. No, I'm just getting in your business because I mean, it's just so nice to see people with I guess just, things thrown at them and just the way you catch them and how you handle them is everything. And so it's how you approach it. And so it seems like you're very in control of your life and you're not letting your life control you. And the fact that y'all are two, business owners and, it's not like y'all are multimillionaires or nothing like that. And you said we need a nanny and it's gonna happen. I've been telling my
Yeah.
sister that get you a nanny. Like you and your husband, y'all make well over almost 7 figures. Well, I don't trust nobody with my kids. I'm like, but if they live in the house with you,
Yeah, I have cameras in my house too, so it's like even if
yeah.
something does happen, I'm watching.
How did you go about selecting a nanny?
So there's programs for nannies, but
Hmm.
I didn't like the programs because they just have too many rules, and I don't want an agency telling me what I can and cannot do in my own house. So I just went through just word of mouth basically. I
Okay,
knew
that's the
somebody.
best.
Yeah, I knew somebody who knew somebody, and that's how it worked out.
Okay. Now
Mhm.
is it so the nanny is pretty much there full time to assist you, like mom number two?
Yes, literally, mom number two. Yep, and the girls even call her mom. They love her. So.
Now, most women, especially black women, I know damn well you ain't calling this lady.
Oh
Did that
yeah,
make you
I'm
feel
here.
like a little sad when they called her mom, or you was like, no?
No, no. They know I'm their mom too, so it doesn't bother me at all.
How long has she been with you, the nanny?
So we had a nanny since last year in October, so it's been a year now. But so our first nanny, she went back home to go see her family, and then we got another one,
Mhm.
and then we have a new nanny coming in a few weeks.
Okay, okay.
Mm.
I
Yep.
gotta tell you, I love it. I love it all. I love how in control you are, your home, how much love you and your husband have time to make. You're still finding time to make babies. You look absolutely amazing. So you can tell things in your house are, and I can tell you a boss too. Like you, oh no, that doesn't happen. You're not gonna tell me what to do in my house. You do it with a smile. Me, I'll be
Right.
on 10.
That's the key, doing it with a smile.
No, seriously. Do you ever think about ministering and stuff to other women or being like a life coach to kind of help them to prioritize their lives? Because like I said, you got women like me with one kid and I got to send mine to Africa just to work. Like, I just didn't trust the nanny. That's just how I am. I'm like, I'd rather it be my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my sisters-in-laws. That way he's around, people while I'm out working and stuff like that. But to have somebody in the house full time, that's some G. I gotta give it to you. You a lot stronger than me, and I'm a pretty strong woman.
Thank you. Yeah, I have thought about it. Just like after I became a mom, I realized how much other moms, just don't have the same kind of, I don't know, like peace or control that I have over my life and my kids. So
Mhm.
I realized like maybe that's something that I could, step in and help other moms with and help them learn how to control their lives better with kids. Because I have four, and there's always women who have like way less than me that are like going crazy, and I'm just sitting back like, like my life is fine. But I think I have thought about that before. I just need the time to do that.
Okay. I think that could be another very lucrative revenue stream for you. It's just, teaching people organizational skills and how to prioritize being a mom and how you do it so well and how it's okay to say, you know what, I need help. And I think
Exactly.
that's where the shame comes in. It's like maybe I'm not being a great mom if I need help.
Yeah, exactly. And like especially in the Black community too, we're taught to do everything ourselves and we gotta do this and that, and just having help is just so bad. But once I got out of that mindset and just, thought for myself, I feel
Yeah.
like life has just been like so much better. Even when it comes to like cleaning the house, we have cleaners who come twice a month, like just taking as much stress off of my plate as possible. But I'm still being a great mom, still being a great woman, all that, all that stuff. There's no problem with that at all.
Because when you're mentally healthy, the whole household is healthy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm not happy. It's like nobody's happy.
Exactly. Well, listen, I love it all. Like I said, I think that you are amazing. I love women that are about their business and you're an entrepreneur and you're taking care of your household and you're still maintaining a relationship. Wedding bells soon?
Oh yeah, yeah. We're engaged. Maybe like sometime next year, but we're still planning. It was just a lot with just like the babies and stuff like that.
Mm.
It was just a lot for us to try to throw a wedding in there too at the same time. But now that things have calmed down and our life is, in order, we'll probably start, planning for that sometime soon.
Okay, well, congratulations. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. And hopefully, when you get pregnant again, you'll be here to debut baby number 5, 6, or 7.
I'm done with kids. This is it. Hopefully.
Okay. Okay. I'll believe it when I see it. He gonna see that
Right.
smile and be like, baby, you don't miss at
Right.
least having one more.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully not. We'll see.
If he did ask for another one, would you give it to him?
Yeah, of course I would. Yeah.
Oh, so you consider yourself a submissive wife.
Yes, I'm trying to be. I'm trying.
What you
Just
mean you're trying to be?
because it's hard, following the lead of somebody else, but I'm trying to get there. I've always just been so independent and, just doing things my way, but
Mhm.
I'm learning that, I have to work with him and, everything's not all about me. So I'm working towards it.
Yeah. And I think it's hard to, entrepreneur to entrepreneur, like when we're in leadership roles, right?
Mhm.
It's kind of hard to be like, okay, but there's somebody that's we're gonna take the
Yeah.
advice of and let them make the final decision, whether they're right or wrong. It's just it kind of easy. It's just kind of the way things have to go, and we just be like, even if they're wrong, and we know they're wrong, they don't
Yeah,
know it. We just be like, well, you ready for my advice now?
right. Right. Yep.
Okay. Well, I love it. Like I love everything about it. I'm not gonna hold you too much, but I appreciate you coming through here and just kind of opening up your life and sharing your life and just some of the things that you do to cope and make your life easier and stuff like that. And I'm definitely gonna be watching. Like I said, the kids are absolutely beautiful. They look healthy, hair is combed. We
Right.
got celebrities out here that don't even comb their babies' hairs. Beyonce to be one.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, why y'all got them kids out there hair ain't cold?
Yeah, it'd be a lot of work sometimes too. These
I
kids
know,
don't want
but
their hair done.
you can't. But you're a hairstylist, so you're like, listen,
I
my
have to.
kids ain't gonna be.
Hmm.
Although they say some of the best hairstylists don't ever do their own hair.
Yeah, right. That's true. That's so true.
Well, listen, thank you so much. Do you want to tell everybody where they can follow you if you have any, I don't know, books or if they want to book you for, a hairstyle in your city? You want to go ahead and drop all that?
Yeah, so our family Instagram page or on every platform is DNT plus 3. And then my
Okay.
personal social media pages are D Michelle underscore.
Okay. Now, what type of hair services do you offer?
So I do things like tape-ins, microlinks, I-tips, K-tips, stuff like that. I don't
Oh,
do
you make
strands or
oh, you
wigs.
making some money. That
Yeah.
shit's that can be $2,000-$3,000 service.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very expensive.
You got that white clientele, don't you?
No, I have black girls. Black women.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I was like, because I had a friend that was doing that and her clientele was all white. I'm like, they really paying $1,000 for this. Like, she's like, yeah, girl, and I have one client a day and I'm good.
Yep, that's what I do. One person a day.
That's crazy. All
Yes.
right. Well, listen, thank you so much. And what city are you located in case they do want to book you for real? Because people will, I'm telling you, they fly, especially black women, they fly. If they
Yeah,
find a stylist.
yeah, they do fly out all the time. I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow. Okay. It's cold up there. My dad lives in Johnstown.
Okay, not far, not far. Okay.
Yeah, it's meth county up there. So
Yeah, it is.
well look, she's like, yeah, it is. So cute. All right. Well, thank you so much, Dee. And I wish you nothing but absolute peace, okay, and tranquility on your journey. And yeah, I can't wait to continue to watch you. And I'm sure one day you're gonna pick up a show. Absolutely.
We'll see. Thank you so much.
Okay. All we gotta do is say now we gotta go. Bye.